My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc 2. The time is 12:27 on a Friday afternoon. My last video I mentioned Crown Watch Daily and what I seen. And in this video, I'm going to touch on it one more time. And I'm going to touch on it every time a racist incident happens. Alright? As concerned as I am about the pipeline, this Crown Watch Daily thing has really flipped my script. I hate racism. I hate racist people. I don't have the right to be a racist, and I often say very racist things. But generally, the racist things I say are truthful and they are on point, and I am very sorry if they offend you. But here's the thing: in my war against racism, I like to point out the truth. Now, this shit here, this shit that I was talking about on Crown Watch Daily with the black man and the white girlfriend, and they punching the old white guy and the guy later, that man had a family, man. And they just thought that it would be okay that this old guy's gonna take this hit like a young man and get up and it won't gonna be nothing. He was an old man. And the black guy that hit him, you're a racist piece of shit. Why did you try hitting somebody who could actually fight back? Why did you try using your fighting skills in a ring or something instead of mugging old men? So here's where the racist part kicks in. Alright? Black people have been on the chopping block forever. Even us, people who are half black, have been on the chopping block. As my favorite saying goes, if your ass is brown, your ass is going down, or if your skin is brown, your ass is going to eat the ground. Either way you slice it, not all black people go around mean mugging white people and date their daughters or white girls or whatever you want to call it. But every time a black person does something stupid, it makes it harder for everybody else who is black to deal with society. And it also makes society hard to deal with us. When I was a kid, and yeah, I'm going to say it, because this store is no longer the store that it was when this happened. It was IGA, now it is Staples, across from the Jefferson School. When I was a kid, and black people used to steal stuff, there had never been a store here in Charlottesville that I could walk in without someone following me around and assuming that I didn't have any money in my pocket and that I was in that store to steal shit. Now, granted, a lot of black people have no idea what the fuck my race is. I'm part black, so that makes me black. I'm also part Native American, and I'm also part white, which makes me white and Native American. Mostly, I think I'm gonna just let that part slide and just say that I'm mixed, and we're gonna roll with that. And I will tell you what you want to know if you ask me. I'm more than willing to share my ethnicity. However, when I was younger and growing up, I don't know if it was because of my skin tone being brown, but every store I went into, whether I had money or not, whether I was with my mom or not, I've been followed by store detectives. This guy on Crown Watch Daily, hitting an old white man and dropping him and then having the white guy die hours later from his injuries, that's wrong. Period. There's no excuse for that. You should never hit anyone, especially a senior citizen. Yeah, you're a dick. But the thing is, now you have made it difficult for us. Now I jumped off track, so let me jump back on track. As I said, when I was younger, I was accused of being a serial rapist for the serial rapist here in Charlottesville, which never in my life would I have ever thought that I would have ever been accused of something that damn horrendous. But I was, because of racial profiling and because of sometimes black people do shit that fucks up other black people's lives for the rest of our lives. So I beg you, black people, especially people that I know, stop. Just stop. Stop making it bad for everybody else that's black, because not all of us are evil. Not all of us want to jump out of the bushes and attack white people. No, we don't do that. But we don't let them feed into that shit so that they are afraid of us. That's not cool. Because the natural fear of a black person just really fucks up the world. Alright? It really does. And if you keep doing stupid shit to make them afraid of us, we're never going to succeed in society because we keep fucking ourselves over. It's the truth. We fuck ourselves over because there's always one person who just has to be a badass and wants to show the world that instead of showing us as the good that we could be, someone has to go and break it down and show us the bad. Yeah, I cuss a lot. That's about the only thing that you can really say bad about me, really, is that I cuss way too much. Probably more than any black person on the planet. I probably have you beat in a cussing contest. I can probably piss out cuss words. So, here we go. I'm 6 years old, 7 years old, I'm 8 years old, I'm 9 years old, and in those times, whenever I went to the store, when I would go buy G.I. Joe, because most of the time G.I. Joe's at $6. So that's probably about all I had in my pocket, was just enough to pay that and the tax, so maybe $7. And sometimes the stores had them on sale, and when they had them on sale, I stocked up. Sometimes my uncles would buy them, sometimes my mom would buy them, a lot of times my dad would buy them, and I have them all still at 43. They're not going anywhere because they're the only friends I ever really had. They wouldn't like talk bad to me and stab me in the back and that kind of thing. But at every store I've been through, there has been a racist incident with someone following me around. And when I got older, when I got like 15, 16, like when I would drive myself to the store and shit, and they would follow me to the store, I would turn around and flash them my money. I say, you see this? This is money. This is what I use to come and pay for the items in your store. While you're chasing me around, there's probably 9 or 10 other people of non-color who are probably stealing all your shit because you're chasing the one black guy in the store that has money. I hope they take every damn thing you've got. Because while you're after me, the nigger with the money, the white people and the Asian people very well may be stealing you from house and home, but you're too busy worried about me. And in this whole entire conversation, I think some of their shit might have got stolen. But I don't care, because in real life, it's less than what they deserve. That's why they have cameras in stores. You have a camera in every aisle. If I pick something up and look at it and put it back down, I was price checking. I wasn't planning on stealing the damn thing. I was price checking to make sure that the money in my pocket can pay for the item in my hand. Because no one wants to go up to the register and have this happen. I'm sorry, you just don't have enough change. Or, my favorite, because they make commercials about this shit all the time. I'm sorry, your card has been declined. I can't say that without laughing. This is the first time I've actually made it through that without laughing. Because every time it comes to me sometimes when I'm just anywhere, and I'll just be thinking, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry, your card has been declined. Will come up in my head. So this shit happens all the time. So no one wants that. No one wants to be the guy in the line, like there's like a line of 9 people, and you don't want to be that guy who swipes your card that goes, beep, I'm sorry, your card has been declined. Well, let me try this one. Beep beep, and then both cards have been declined, and you have like what, maybe $5 in your pocket, and the meal is like 20. You don't want to be that guy. I've been that guy, not with the card, because back when before I got like banks and stuff, I used to just pay with cash. I just pay with cash. It's so much easier because I can keep track of cash. I got $20. That's $100. So the thing costs like $70. I'll walk away with at least a $10 bill in my pocket. Unless I don't have tens, and then I'm stuck with fives. But I will still have $10. 2 fives is $10. You know, maybe have a little bit more than that because the meal was 70 and I gave him 100. So it's just the principle of the thing. Now, as I got older, and had more and more racial incidents happen, you know, I don't want to continue to project black people as bad people. And the rest of the black community doesn't want to project us all as black people. But there's always fucking one asshat that has to screw it up for everybody. Like I said, I'm proud of my ethnicity. I'm proud to be part black. I'm proud to be part Native American. I'm proud to be part white. And though as a whole, I can never be one or the other in all, because I am all, there are times where I'm ashamed of all of my heritage. All of it. I will give you another video on that another day. But, the only reason I'm ashamed of it is because throughout history, whites, blacks, and Native Americans have all done some shady ass shit to each other in this world. So we kind of all have been royally fucked by our ancestors, and everyone's still on that boat of being royally fucked by their ancestors. What people fail to understand is in the world today, everything has begun with some trade or some slavery of some form or another, and school criteria is not allowed to teach you this shit. Now, why are they not allowed to teach you this shit? Because no one in the world is really ready to understand why the fuck they won't allow you to learn the fucking truth. Okay, so all you black people, yeah, I said it, all you black people who are mad at white people for something that their ancestors did, pump your fucking brakes. Initially, when slavery started for black people, it was bigger villages and chiefs that got rid of the smaller villages, and some of the people in those villages decided who was going to go and who was going to stay. Now, what they did not know is that the corporal punishment of getting to the America would be that you'll have 90 days on a boat in chains, and that if someone died and they didn't take the chains off of them and just threw them off the boat, your ass was going with. Simple as that. Attrition, they had to feed you. So if you backtrack with the slavery, if certain people were dying or they were the weakest link, they were cast overboard. Those were probably the lucky ones. Now, you want to talk about how much you hate white people because of the slaves. Okay, hold on. Again, throw that bitch in reverse. They were white slaves. They were called indentured servants who paid their way to America, and they suffered, and they were also raped and molested and things to get the fuck over here. So not all white people are descendants of slave masters, but yet you racist bastards want to just start hating white people because of slavery. Okay, here's the thing. It's not their fault. No one asks to be born in a certain color. You can't go up there and say, hey, God, can I be white today? When I get born, can I be white? You can go wherever the hell God put you. And you're just going to have to endure it, and that's that. You can't go up to God and say, hey, can I be Asian? Can I be black? No. You're born into whatever body God wants to put you in. And whatever trials come with that color of that race, you're going to face it. You're going to face it with your hands open to God, or you're going to face it with your hands closed to God. But either way you slice it, you're going to face it, because the one thing that is true and definitely unavoidable is the will of God. Now, I know you guys are thinking, what does this have to do with Crime Watch Daily? It has to do with the racial attack that was on Crime Watch Daily of a black man insulting or assaulting an elderly white man and then walking off with his black or white girlfriend or whatever the hell the episode was. And the thing about racism is racism doesn't have to be a factor in America. But the thing about racism is it is an inevitable fact in America. Because in America, with the rights and privileges that we have been established through time and space, through slavery and executions of slaves, through the Ku Klux Klan, through all the racial attacks, through 9/11, race has played a big factor in how this country is shaped. But you know who suffers the most? The guys who were here first. And then for the guys who have not been paying attention with this Donald Trump wall thing, when he becomes president, he wants to waste resources on building a wall. Well, I hope he's pulling it out of his own account, because my tax money ain't going to build a wall to stop Mexicans who are Native American from coming into a country that they basically helped build with their ancestors' blood. Now, Donald, if you're listening, Mexicans are Native American. See, I didn't even know Native Americans were Asian until my Korean friend, who was the son of a priest, taught me. Because I, somewhere in history class, forgot. I guess it was when I found out that I was part Native American, and I had always assumed that they had always been here. So, you don't assume stuff. I'm going to end this video, but I want you guys to know that I'm going to make another racist video, so there'll be a part 2 to this. And that's that. I'm James Williams Jr., and this is 14 and 21 or 22 minutes of your life that you just can't get back. So if you watch this, I'm sorry. Stay tuned for the second part. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.